Okay, welcome back. And this is our fifth lesson. We're going to focus on the VCA section. This is a very simple section, and you're going to use it a lot too. So you have your level knob, your drive knob, and your VCA EG switch for the envelope generator. So level is basically your volume, how loud you want your sound to be. So that's it. That's all it controls. You need louder. Your sound needs to be louder. You put it up. Your sound's too loud. You put it down. Now the drive makes the sound more stronger and rougher. You know, hear for yourself. You got your sawtooth there. So I don't know what the drive basically does besides making your song more louder, but it's the same way like a guitar when you use an overdrive and you want to make it more rasky like or guitar like or electric guitar like and stuff. So if you need your sound to be more stronger or and sometimes in some cases louder, you can use the drive. The drive will affect the sound a little bit. So the triangle wave is kind of weak, but if I put it up, I can make it a little louder and stronger. But when I'm making electric guitars, I put the drive all the way up. So it's you use the drive a lot when you want to add some more to your sound, or even if it sounds too muffled, you could add some drive to make it sound better. So sometimes you might be making a flute sound and it sounds way too low, so that can help too. So that's the drive basically. Now the last one is the VCA EG switch. It's a switch. If you remember from the last lesson that we talked about the EG and INT here on the VCF, and the lesson before that on EG and INT here for the pitch, and then the first lesson, which we talk about the envelope generator here, this switch switches off the volume on the envelope generator. So, as I got an attack here, let's put the sawtooth. Oh, all right. See that? How the volume fades with the attack, like I said a million times. Once I turn this off, you can see the little hill here, and then you see the straight gate. This does not work anymore. It does not work anymore. There will be no release. I could put the release up. Nothing. So I switch it back on. Now the release works. That turns it off. But you can still use it. This will still work on the pitch and on this. So it still works, except there's no release. Now that the sound does not release, you cannot use these for release. You can only use it for attack, decay, and sustain. So 2 ways you can use this. It might help you with drums a little bit if you don't care about the release and you just want a hard drum. Let me see if I can get that working. Well, oh. So there we go. So you can use it for that, or if you just want to use a regular synth and you want to keep it hard, or even if you're doing chip tune, you can just leave it there if you don't want to deal with the volume part anymore. Let's try the square wave. Maybe you don't want to fade it in, and if you just want the slide and you don't want the volume part, then you can do that. So we got the attack and the decay and the sustain and the release. Well, there ain't gonna be no release. So I'm going to turn it off. Oh, too much. All right. Turn it on. Maybe you'll want the volume. Let's put it longer and shortest thing. And then without the gate, with the gate on, and without the envelope generator to mess with the volume. So yeah, if you want to keep the effect without affecting the volume, you turn that off. And that's what pretty much this gate does. It stops the volume from working, and now it only works with the pitch and the VCF, but you end up losing the release part because the volume don't work anymore, so there's no release. So I sometimes use it for certain instruments if I'm not going to use a release and the volume may be messing with it, and you don't like it, so then you can turn it off. That may come some time when you're making an instrument and you realize that you don't want these volumes. So that is pretty much it for that. That's pretty much it for the SYNTH engine. You know, we talked about the envelope generator, we talked about the pitch with the octave and the porta to do the slide transitions, and how to make kick drums or certain note effects with the envelope generator for the pitch. And then we talked about the VCO, you know, the square wave, the sawtooth, the triangle wave, and then the noise, the two different noises on the VCO2. And we talked about the VCO2 pitch and the sync and how it affected the sound, and the pulse wave that's only on the DSN-12 and the iDS, and how to do a different way on the DS10 to get that pulse wave. And, you know, and then we talked about the VCF with how the cutoff affects the sound, makes it more muffled and smoother. And that's pretty much it for that. So next time we're going to move on to the patch section, and I will tell you how the patch section works from all these knobs and the frequency and where to connect what to what. So I will see you next time. Take care. Thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my website, drixager.com, for some news, more lessons, and patches. You can also check out my SoundCloud for some music as well. And if you have a question, feel free to ask that question in the comments below. I'll try to reply back as soon as possible. Take care and have fun creating music.